Once upon a time, in the bustling metropolis of New York City, there lived a young woman named Amelia Stone. Amelia was an ambitious journalist who worked for a prominent newspaper, the Daily Chronicle. She was known for her sharp wit and her relentless pursuit of truth. But Amelia had a secret. She was the daughter of a notorious crime boss, a legacy she had tried to escape but could no longer ignore. Meanwhile, in the city's criminal underworld, a power struggle was brewing. Don Vittorio, the agent head of the Genovese crime family, was nearing his mortal end. His three sons, Marco, Nico, and Luca, were scheming to take over the family business. Marco, the eldest, was cold and calculating, willing to do whatever it took to claim the throne. Nico, the middle child, was hot-headed and impulsive, often getting into violent confrontations that made him a liability. Luca, the youngest, was charming and charismatic, but he was also the most ambitious, believing he was destined to lead the family to new heights. As the power struggle intensified, violence erupted in the streets of New York. Rival gangs clashed in bloody turf wars, sending shockwaves through the city. People were caught in the crossfire and innocent lives were lost. In the midst of this chaos, Amelia stumbled upon a story that would change her life forever. One evening, while researching a lead on a series of unsolved murders, Amelia met with an informant who provided her with a crucial piece of information. This informant, a low-level mobster named Frankie, revealed that the killings were linked to the Genovese crime family and that Luca was the one calling the shots. Shocked and horrified, Amelia realized she had been living under the shadow of her father's enemy for years. Now she had a choice to make: expose Luca and bring him to justice, or protect her family and keep silent. Torn between her sense of justice and her personal safety, Amelia decided to investigate further. She dug deeper into Luca's activities and uncovered a web of deceit, murder, and corruption that reached the highest levels of the Mafia. As she got closer to the truth, Amelia found herself in grave danger. Luca, suspicious of the leaks, sent his goons to intimidate and silence her. She became a target, forced to run and hide with the people she loved most at risk. Just when all hope seemed lost, an unexpected ally appeared. Enter Agent Michael Pierce, a member of the FBI's elite task force, the Family Man, formed to combat the most dangerous crime families in the country. Michael had been tracking the Genovese crime family for years, and he sensed that a major shakeup was imminent. When he learned of Amelia's connection to the case, he offered her protection and assistance in her fight against Luca. Together, they formed an unlikely alliance. Michael was a man of few words, his face etched with the scars of past battles, both physical and emotional. He had seen the worst of the criminal world and was determined to bring it to justice. Despite their different backgrounds, Amelia and Michael shared a common goal and a mutual respect that grew into something more. They developed a close bond as they worked side by side, sharing their skills and resources to bring down Luca. Amelia's knowledge of the city's underworld and her ability to move undetected in Luca's inner circle proved invaluable. Meanwhile, Michael's experience and resources provided her with the protection she desperately needed. Together, they devised a plan to expose Luca and his crimes. Luca, unaware of the danger that lurked in the shadows, continued to solidify his power. He believed himself to be untouchable, protected by his loyal soldiers and bribed officials, but he had underestimated the determination of Amelia and Michael. In a thrilling sequence of events, Amelia and Michael orchestrated a series of moves that began to dismantle Luca's empire. First, they exposed one of Luca's illegal gambling debts, dealing a financial blow to the crime boss and sending a message to his associates. Next, they brought a group of Luca's corrupt officials to justice, cutting off his supply of inside information and weakening his influence. But Luca, desperate to maintain his power, retaliated. He framed Amelia for a crime, putting her in danger and tearing away the last shreds of her old life. In a dramatic confrontation, Michael rescued Amelia from Lucas, proving his unwavering commitment to her and their cause. Their bond deepened, and they renewed their determination to bring down the crime boss once and for all. The climax of the story arrived when Amelia and Michael, aided by a surprising turn of events, gathered enough evidence to expose Lucas' crimes to the public. With the help of Michael's FBI team, they raided Lucas' headquarters, seizing his assets and arresting his top men. In the end, Luca found himself alone and defeated, facing the full force of the law. As the sun rose over a new day in New York City, the citizens awoke to a sense of relief and hope. The reign of terror by the Genovese crime family had come to an end. Justice had been served, and the city was slowly beginning to heal. In the aftermath of the takedown, Amelia found herself at a crossroads. She had proven her courage and strength, but now she had to decide what to do next. Her life as a journalist had been irrevocably altered by her involvement with the mob, and she knew she couldn't go back to the way things were. With the support of Michael and her newfound sense of self-confidence, Amelia decided to use her experiences to make a difference. She wrote a series of articles exposing the dark underbelly of the city, giving voice to those who have been silenced by fear and bringing attention to the injustices that had been ignored for far too long. Her work won her critical acclaim and admiration from around the country, establishing her as a leading voice for change. As for Michael, he returned to the shadows, disappearing into the vast network of the FBI. He had done his part to bring down another enemy, but he knew the battle against crime was never truly over. There would always be new threats, new dangers lurking in the darkness, and he would be there to confront them. And so the tale of the mob comes to an end, leaving behind a legacy of courage, determination, and the indomitable spirit of those who fight for justice in the darkest of times. But perhaps the greatest victory was the transformation of Amelia Stone. She had faced her fears, embraced her heritage, and emerged as a symbol of hope for a city and a nation hungry for truth and change. Her story is a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, one person can make a difference. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want more shows like this, go to our website and sign up. You get access to tons of great content, including early access to our videos ad-free. So if you want more action, more adventure, more of the stories that we tell here, go to our website and sign up today.